get a little older, I realize life is perspective. And my perspective may differ from yours.
This beat is so damn funky, it's crazy. This is so funky. What?
Perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans. Anyone who's ever gave me a listen. All my people.
I come from a generation of pain where murder is minor. Rebellious and more jealous, a chip you for designer. Belt buckles and cloud overzealous and prone to violence. Make the wrong turn, be aware of the will alignment. Residue burn, misstudied in the city. Miscommunication to keep homo detector busy. No protection is risky, desensitized, I vandalize.
No protection is risky. Oh my goodness, this dude. Oh, this dude. Hey, let me tell you something, man. I'm excited to check this shit out. I've heard the song. Man. I've heard the song. I played the song like 3-4 times, be honest with you. As a reaction channel, you're not supposed to tell people that you heard the song. Be like, shh, act like you ain't hear the song. Act like this is your first time checking it out. And then you look like a genius when you point out things that you catch. That's what you're supposed to do. You're reacting. Man, kiss my black butt. You're not going to tell me how to react, bruh.
Miscommunication to keep homo detector busy. No protection is risky. Desensitized, I vandalize pain. Covered up and camouflage. Get used to hearing arsenal rain. Analyze, risk your life, take the charge. Homies, don't f your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's culture. 23-hour lockdown. There's some
homies then smashed your baby mother as soon as you got locked up, bruh. He said, that's culture. It just happens. It's expected to happen. That's culture. Is expected to happen. Ooh, let's go, bro.
Buddy car said your little nephew was shot down. The coaches involved. I done seen niggas do 17. Hit the halfway house. Get out and get his brains blown out. Looking to buy some weed.
That is so true, bruh. They put in that real work trying to be a real nigga. That's what they say. Because the hood respect real niggas more than they respect people who get out and actually raise families. And this dude gets out. He's in a damn halfway house. And he go to buy some weed. He gets shot and robbed or just shot. Just for the sake of somebody probably held the beef for the whole time that he was locked up.
Seen niggas do 17. Hit the halfway house. Get out and get his brains blown out. Looking to buy some weed. Car washes played out. New GoFundMe accounts to proceed. A brand new victim of shatter those dreams. The culture.
Oh! That straight bang so hard, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Stop playing with Kendrick, man.
I want the hood. Look what I done for you. Look what I done for you.
I said,
is that OJ? Is that OJ? Bruh, is that OJ? All right. What in the world he got Orenthal Jones? Okay, come on, bruh. Come on, man. Come on. Orenthal the Juice Simpson.
Done for you. Look what I done for you.
I said I do this for my culture. To let y'all know what a nigga look like in a bulletproof Rover. In my mama's sofa was a doodle popper, hair trigger, walk up closer. Ain't no Photoshop.
Hey, now he got Yeezy. Now he got Yeezy. Check this out. Now he look like Yeezy. He said, I want to let y'all know what a nigga look like in a bulletproof Rover. And honestly, that's not the stunt on anybody. That's not the poop on anybody. That's not to brag or make you feel less than. That's to give you something to aspire to. But it don't do that. Yeah, it give people, man, I want to be like him when I grow up. You're going to get a couple of those, but you're going to get far more. I want that truck from him soon as I catch him slipping. Come on, bruh. Let's go, man. Let's go. go.
In my mama's sofa was a doodle popper, hair trigger, walk up closer. Ain't no photoshopping. Friends bipolar, grab you by your pockets. No option if you froze up. I always play the offense. Niggas going to work and selling work, late for work. Working late, praying for work, but he on paperwork.
Oh! He's going to work. What, they on paperwork? Cause they still on parole. They late for work and they still selling work. They pushing work sideways. I mean, this, oh my gracious, they still on paperwork, but they pushing work and they late for work. Come on, bro.
Niggas going to work and selling work, late for work. Working late, praying for work, but he on paperwork. That's the culture. Point the finger, promote you. Remote location, witness protection, they go hold you. The streets got me fucked up. Y'all can miss me. I wanna represent for us.
Look at Juicy. He got Juicy Smoothie. He got Juicy Smoothie.
New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina, wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us, another peer's been executed.
Oh, I'm in Argentina, wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us. Ooh, water in between us, man. I'm separating myself right now from. Listen, that wide, white, blue, whitish, blue, bluish, white, whatever, really clear ocean is in between us. I'm successful at this point, bruh, and I'm wiping my eyes like, what in the world is going on? This is the culture? And when you try to escape it, then you're a sellout? You try to escape it, you're not down anymore? The whole point of escaping the trap, escaping the project, that's the whole, you got to be successful in order to be able to move. Yeah, you reach back and grab more people, but you got to figure it out and get out first before you can help anybody. I love this.
History repeats again. Make amends, then find a nigga with the same skin to do it.
I don't know why he did Juicy Smoothie though. That don't represent me.
But that's the culture. Crack a bottle. Hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, we forget the remains. We start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows.
My man talking about how to cope off of your stuff, man. Crack a bottle. Trying to forget about the pain. Oh my gracious, let's go, bro.
We forget the remains, we start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows. Dehumanized, insensitive, scrutinized the way we live for you and I. Enemy shook my hand, I can promise I'll meet you in a land where no equal is your equal. Never say I ain't told you. Nah, in a land where hurt people hurt more people. Fuck calling it culture.
He done pulled out smack you in the mouth Will Smith as well. Let's go.
I want the hood. Look what I done for you. Look what I done for you. Take the drums out.
This is the nastiest part of the joint right here now. My favorite verse is the second verse that just now happened first. No. It's the first verse. No, it's the second verse. It's the second verse. A lot of people's favorite verses is the one that's coming up. And I want to see why. And this is actually a real big reason why I decided to react to this song right here. Because I wanted to see why the third verse is the biggest, is a lot of people's favorites. And no, we're not talking about the removing the drums part, which is dope. I think removing the drums is ridiculous because he's about to lace the hell out of this joint. Okay, let's go. Huh? Let's go, Kendrick. I'm hyped, bruh. I'm hyped, man.
Celebrate new life when it come back around. The purpose is in the lessons we learning now. Sacrifice personal gain over everything, just to see the next generation better than ours. I wasn't perfect, the skin I was in, I truly suffered. Temptation and patience, everything that the body nurtures. I felt the good, I felt the bad, and I felt the worry. But all in all, my productivity has stayed urgent. Face your fears, always knew that I will make it here. Where the energy is magnified and persevered. Consciousness is synchronized and crystal clear. Euphoria is glorified and made his.
Ooh, he got Bean! He got Bean! He got Bean! He got Mamba! He got Mamba, bruh. Come on. He got Mamba, bruh. Come on, bruh. He done pulled out Bean on him. Huh? He pulled out Bean on him.
Consciousness is synchronized and crystal clear. Euphoria is glorified and made his.
Yeah.
Reflecting on my life and what I done. Paid dues, made rules, change out of love.
Yeah.
Them same views made schools change curriculums, but didn't change me staring down the barrel of that gun.
It didn't, because that's our culture. But go ahead.
Should I feel resentful I didn't see my full potential? Should I feel regret about the good that I was into?
Yeah.
Everything is everything, this ain't coincidental.
Yeah.
I woke up that morning with more heart to give you as I
Yeah.
bleed through the speakers, feel my presence. To my brother, to my kids, I'm in heaven. To my mother, to my sis, I'm in heaven.
Wow. You're talking about somebody who gave everything to the culture, even built the business inside of the daggone hood that he was from, and they done that man dirty. Wow. Let's go.
To my brother, to my kids, I'm in heaven.
Huh?
To my mother, to my sis, I'm in heaven.
Huh?
To my father, to my wife, I'm serious, this is heaven. To my friends, make sure you counting them blessings.
Yeah.
To my fans, make sure you make them investments.
Yeah.
And to the killer that spared up my demise,
Huh?
I forgive you, just know your soul's in question.
Huh?
I seen the pain in your pupil when that trigger had squeezed. And though you did me gruesome, I was surely relieved.
Yeah.
I completed my mission, wasn't ready to leave, but fulfilled my days, my creator was pleased. I can't stress.
I love that, man. I wasn't ready to leave, but I fulfilled everything. My creator was pleased. He said, "Job well done." That's in the Bible right there. When you please God, he say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. You've done your job." Okay? Now, I don't agree with gang culture at all. At all. I don't give a damn who you are, who I'm talking to. I do not agree with gang culture because far too many families are destroyed from gang culture on all sides. There's no way, there's no side I can look at it and be like, I like that. I agree with that. At all, man. We all from the same place. And a lot of times we try to say, sometimes what we try to do, we try to compete with the bad stuff that happened in our lives. Oh, you didn't have a father in your house? Well, I ain't have a mother. You ain't have a mother in your house? Well, I ain't have a father. You ain't live in the house? Neither did I. I lived in a car. You lived in a car? I lived under a bridge. You lived under a bridge? I lived in a swamp. I knew the Ninja Turtles. I lived in daggone sewers. Huh? Straight from the sewer. Huh? Oh, you had both of your hands? Only got 4 fingers, and I still got 2 hands. 2 fingers on each hand. But I still got that trigger finger. Huh? Come on, man. At some point, bro, come on. This culture.
Completed my mission, wasn't ready to leave, but fulfilled my days, my creator was pleased. I can't stress how I love y'all.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in flesh just to hug y'all.
Yeah.
The memories recollect just because y'all.
Yeah.
Celebrate me with respect, the unity we protect is above all.
Yeah.
And Sam, I be watching over you.
Huh?
Make sure my kids watch all my interviews.
Yeah.
Make sure you live out our dreams we produce.
Huh?
Keep that genius in your brain on the move.
Yeah.
And to my neighborhood, let the good prevail.
Yeah.
Make sure them babies and the leaders out of jail.
Yeah.
Look for salvation when troubles get real. Cause you can't help the world until you help yourself.
Yeah.
And I can't blame the hood the day that I was.
You can't help the world until you help yourself, people. Focus on you and your family. That don't mean disregard other people's families, because that's the problem right there. We get too selfish when we out there on the block pushing whatever we pushing. When we got that, man, if it's me against the world type mentality and we're negative with it, when you're positive with it, it's a great thing. You can do so much. Less bodies get dropped. But at the end of the day, in order to take care of anyone, you got to take care of yourself first. Put yourself first, your family first, and then you'll be able to, man, family and God first, and you'll see how far this could daggone go. Then when you reach back, you're reaching back with actual resources.
Killed. You had to see it, that's the only way to feel.
Yeah.
And though my physical won't reap the benefits,
Huh?
the energy they carry on admit still.
Yeah.
I want you.
That was beautiful, man. Kendrick is he's a beast. He's an artist, is what he is. He's an artist, is what he is. Let me see. This joint still got 7. Okay, fade to black. Okay, cool. Shout out to Dave Free, and Kendrick for this joint right here, for directing this right here. This was dope. This was dope. And I really enjoyed it. And hopefully y'all did too. And hopefully y'all get something from it. But a conversation should be had after Kendrick. Kendrick didn't put this out just to sell no records, man. He gonna do that regardless. He's Kendrick. He's an artist. He's using his platform for exactly what he needs to use his platform for. To start a conversation, to make things better. Can we do this? Can we do it? Or are we going to just, we're going to let our conversations go verse for verse? He said this, it sounds slick. That sounds slick. That sounds slick. This was vicious. Okay, he now compared him to J. Cole and compare him to Jay-Z and compare him to Eminem and let it just leave it there. No, he wanted to start a conversation about the culture. That's what we need to talk about, man. The culture that we work so hard to stay in their good graces. For what? It's ridiculous, man. We do the same thing over and over and over again. And everybody from our culture knows someone who robbed somebody, knows someone who has been robbed, knows someone who has killed somebody, knows someone who has been killed, has been to funerals of somebody who died by some gun violence. And that's sad. We know people who are arrested right now for all of the stuff that's messed up in our culture. And that's ridiculous, man. You're not going to talk to these people who are from these great communities, like, and I can't even talk about white people, Hispanic people, or anything like that. I can only talk about black people because that's who I know most. And yes, white people, we are all the same. But blacks, I need to holler at y'all, man. I should not have sung at 3 or 4 of my daggone friends' funerals before the age of 16, before the age of 17. I shouldn't have done that. Why is it so normal and we expect people to stay in it? What's the point? Nobody's growing from that. And that's what he wants to talk about in this. Hopefully that conversation gets started and y'all aren't too big or too good or too bougie to talk about it. Or nah, you probably think like this. You ain't here. You can't talk about it no more. You ain't in the trenches with us no more, so you can't talk about it. If I can't, nigga, most of my family are still there. That's why I work so hard, so my children would never have to be there. Period. It's not a fun place to be. When you talk about opportunities in life and death being boom, like that. Like, I don't want my kids to have to see that. I don't want my kids to have to see people being jumped, being chased, being robbed. I don't want them to worry about whether they can wear the nice shoes or not wear the nice shoes. It's ridiculous, man. I was going to go sing at one of my friends' funeral. I got robbed right outside the funeral. What type of BS is that, bro? Oh, Van don't come around now. Why the f you think that is? Nothing about that space tells me that this is the place I need to come back to. For what? When I come back, I'm coming back with resources. I'm coming back with buildings. I'm coming back with organizational structures for people, for the kids, for them to be able to do something other than what we're cool with doing. My daughter was just now a teacher in a community that had a whole bunch of youngins that are part of the culture. And she's teaching kindergarten. in her classroom, there's 4 kids. In her classroom, there's, I think I want to say 4 kids with the same father. Who are all picked up by different mothers. Culture.
Really wanna perpetrate, cause this 38 will be designated for all those that hate it like just man, I'm contemplating. Your moves you lose, now your hot you gave me. New moves, more dudes, now the top you made me. Same rules, new crews, now the first.